In this video, we'll run through some of the basic things that you need to know when helping a wheelchair user with their wheelchair, including how to assist them with getting into and out of the wheelchair, some basics for negotiating obstacles when pushing the wheelchair, and a range of tips covering general safety. Move the wheelchair as close to where the wheelchair user is seated as possible. Lock the brakes and then swing the foot plates out of the way before guiding the wheelchair user to the wheelchair. The wheelchair user should stand so that the backs of their knees are touching the seat. Then they can lower themselves into the chair, making sure that when they are seated, they are sitting so that their lower back is in contact with the back of the seat. Secure the seatbelt around the wheelchair user's waist and guide their feet onto the foot plates. Make sure that elbows are in and be mindful that all clothing and accessories are clear from the frame and wheels of the wheelchair before you try to move it. You're now ready to unlock the brakes and push the wheelchair. Be sure to push it with a firm grip on both handles. When approaching doorways, for those doors that pull open, first check that there is clearance for the frame of the wheelchair and for the wheelchair user's feet on the foot plates. Brace the door with your body first and then push the wheelchair through ahead of you. Alternatively, for doorways that push open, brace the door with the back of your body before carefully reversing the wheelchair through. Be sure to look regularly in the direction you are going to avoid tripping or colliding with other people as you're moving backwards. When preparing to go down a slope, first make sure you've got a firm grip on both handles and allow the weight of the wheelchair to guide it slowly down the slope. When preparing to push the wheelchair up a slope, be sure to bend your knees and lean forward into the wheelchair to give you extra control and stability. When out and about, if possible, you should try to avoid curbs and look instead for drop-down curbs. If a drop-down curb isn't available and you have to maneuver the wheelchair up or down a curb, then it's important that you communicate with the wheelchair user throughout, letting them know what you are doing and what to expect. When going up a curb, slowly tip the wheelchair onto the rear wheels using the tipping aid if available. Push down through the handles and take care to allow enough clearance for the front wheels over the curb. Lower the front wheels and push steadily forward, and the rear wheels will ride up onto the pavement. Make sure that all four wheels are in contact with the ground before moving the wheelchair away. When going down a curb, first reverse the wheelchair to the edge, then pull the wheelchair toward you to allow the rear wheels to roll gently over the curb and down. Then lower the front wheels onto the flat surface before moving the wheelchair away. Again, remember to communicate with the wheelchair user about what you are doing as you do it. When preparing to help the wheelchair user out of the seat, move the wheelchair as close as possible to the seat that they are going to transfer onto. Lock the brakes and undo the seatbelt before helping the wheelchair user to remove their feet from the foot plates. Then swing the foot plates to the sides of the chair. Once the foot plates are out of the way, the wheelchair user can then transfer from the wheelchair to the seat. Remember to stay close enough to give extra assistance should they need it. Once the wheelchair user is seated safely, you can unlock the brakes and move the wheelchair away for storage. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the final video in this series, Tips from a Wheelchair User.